But yes, 10 pounds, people, in 14 days. I have lost 10 pounds. Greetings, greetings, greetings. My name is Joanne Richards Goff, and welcome to this channel. Now, normally I talk about the Jamaican New Testament. I do readings from the Jamaican New Testament, or I sing. Yes, I sing songs that have to do with the Word of God and using Jamaican language and Jamaican music most of the time. Now, this is not about that. So also on this channel, you will find things about health. Because here's the thing. I believe that I am a worshiper called to recruit and disciple other worshipers, and that a very critical part of worship is taking care of our temple, our bodies. So this is very much in line with everything I do. Now, I must pause and say that in case this is the first time you're coming on this channel, or you don't know me at all, that I am in Jamaica. I live in Kingston, Jamaica. And may I tell you the truth, it is very hot right now. It's been a long, hot day. But I made up my mind this morning that I would come on because this is my final day of drinking Dr. Bobby's detox teas. Yes. So let me just backtrack a bit. I don't think it was a coincidence, so I'm going to call it a God incidence. We get our organic greens at how it go now? KET. It's Mr. Kermit Tucker's farm, organic farm. So we went there one morning, as we usually do once a week, to get our greens. And who should we come across but Dr. Bobby Price himself? We were over the moon, can I tell you? Yeah, man, we did very excited that day. Now, I had been thinking for a long time that I needed a proper cleanse and detox, and had been looking at Dr. Bobby's detox for some time, and I kept saying to myself, yes, I'm going to order them. Yes, I'm going to order it. And just couldn't get around to it. So after meeting him that day, I said, yes, this is a sign I am going to do this thing. And so I made sure I had a good 2-week block, because I don't know what to expect, right? I mean, what it does for somebody else, it's not necessarily what it's going to do for me. I don't know what to expect. So I made sure I had a good 2-week block when I didn't have too many things to do, too many places to go. And I got my tea. So I ordered them. They came in these packages, which you've probably seen a lot online if you've been following Dr. Bobby. So it's the Parasite Cleanse, Parasite Candida Cleanse. And this one is the Tummy Detox. Yes. So we're supposed to make, and I was going to bring the size, the jar to show you. But anyway, it's a mason jar. And you do 2 tablespoons of the tea, hot water, 32 ounces of spring water, and 2 tablespoons of each one. So what I actually did was I decided that I would do thank you. My husband is so sweet. He brought me the jar to show you. So I found, I don't know what originally came in this jar, but I found two of them. One of them I know had olives in it, but it doesn't matter. The point is that it was 32 ounces. You want it back? Okay. 32 ounces of liquid of water could hold in there, right? So I did the parasite cleanse one overnight, started drinking it in the morning, and then in the morning when I started drinking the parasite cleanse one, I did the tummy detox one. And then yes, I would start drinking that one in the afternoon. So no, as I said, I didn't know what to expect. First day, well, the first thing is people warn you and tell you, say, it bitter bad. And so I was very happy that I had had this experience of watching this interview on YouTube one day where this young lady was talking about how she said somebody said to her, an older woman probably had said to her that them trickery as women, because they say, sugar and spice and everything nice, and if you're giving a woman, so chocolate is one of the favorite things, cheesecake, all these sweet things for women. But she said the sweet things are bad for you, but the bitter things are what will make you sweet. So it's a good thing I had that in mind, because trust me when I tell you there's something bitter. Yes, you ever hear about wormwood and gall? It is very bitter. So that was the thing. But I was ready for it. I was ready for it because I'm telling myself that, listen, bitter is going to make me sweet. So, all right. Day one came, day one went. And by the way, when I started, I was weighing like 148.2, I want to say, or 4. Anyway, I took a picture of the scale, so I'm going to post it right here so that you can see it. I hope I can get it on the screen for you. But anyway, so that's where I was. Day two came, day two went. And when you hear about detox, one of the main things you think about is you're going to toilet, right? You're going to the toilet and you're going to go frequently and it's going to be a lot. Well, that did not happen day one. It did not happen day two. And I was beginning to get a little worried because I was wondering if this thing was just not going to work for me. Well, from day 3 right down to day 14, I had nothing to worry about. And you know how they tell you that your intestines are like miles long and that things can get impacted in you for a long time, years. Well, I believe them now. Yeah. I really believe them now because when you just can't believe that so much stuff was actually inside. So yes, then I started to see the weight coming down step by step, little by little. Another thing I noticed, and I think this may have been after about a week, I was washing my face and my skin felt so soft. But it wasn't just my facial skin that got soft, it was all my skin. So this was definitely one of the things that I could point to and say, this has happened as a result of this detox, this detox. So yeah, but I'm going to just stick and stay because there is one very surprising result that I did not expect. But anyway, I think it wasn't until, and I must say, that the griping that I expected, it didn't come until maybe the last 5 days that I had some griping. But even then, I would like to say I've had worse gripes. Don't it, Goff? Yes, he's agreeing that he has seen me having worse gripes than what I had on this detox. And just to know that all these things that in you for you don't know how long are coming out, it really was something that it gave me some level of peace. My fingernails have got brighter, if you know what I mean, kind of clarity. My toenails, my nails in general, clarity. So I would definitely recommend that if you have never done a deep clean, a detox, don't bother to be afraid of the griping or of the bitterness, because it is actually turning around for your good. Already, Dr. Bobby recommends that you be plant-based while you're doing this detox. No, not only was I already plant-based, but I actually have a book out called Auntie Jojo Goes Vegan, a Jamaican story with tips and recipes for a healthier you. So yes, I have some recipes in this book and all of that. So going plant-based was not a challenge for me because I was already plant-based. And so I decided to take it deeper. And someone else actually mentioned that he recommends strongly that you, if you can, go raw. And I have actually been raw vegan for a 2 year period before. And so, yes, it was a little more challenging than just being vegan or plant-based, is what I prefer to say. So I was having my green smoothie in the mornings, and I mean, we pack that thing in as much as we possibly can. It's like 75% greens, and those greens we try to put in as many of the cruciferous vegetables as we can. So the pak choy or bok choy, as some people call it, kale if we have it, cabbage, the purple one and the white one. And if we have spinach, we put spinach. Yes, and we use Irish moss as well. And then I put in the spirulina, vitamin C crystals, which we probably don't need, but it actually helps with the taste because it gives that kind of tart balance, and flaxseed. And then the 25% on top is fruits. And we are in mango season still in Jamaica, so it was mainly mangoes, sometimes banana or ripe plantain, and blueberries. I always try to put blueberries. If I have pineapple, that goes in there as well, but that's just the top 25%. And the 75% at the bottom is greens, right? And the Irish moss. So that was the morning, and like it was probably 32 ounces of that. And then later on, sometimes it was coconut water blended with cucumber, celery, what else went in there? But if I had cilantro, yes, cucumber, cilantro, ginger, yes, and in the coconut water blended. Sometimes I would just have a large salad, and put a dressing with chia seeds and stuff in it because I want to make sure that I get in a lot of omega 3s, right? So that's mainly what I was having. Sometimes I would make a dessert, a raw dessert, using dates and seeds like pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Yes. So that's what I was eating most of the time. I did cheat, let's see, 3 times. And here's what the cheat was. There is this dark chocolate that they sell at the coconut board. So anytime we go there for the jelly coconut, we buy dark chocolate. And then there was a time, did I have a taste of your chocolate ice cream? There is this vegan, me just remind him now, same chocolate ice cream in the fridge, so I'm gone feet. But yes, there's this place that does a vegan ice cream, and it's really nice. I think I may have taken one scoop, one scoop of that, and then I boiled some jackfruit seeds to take and make a spread. So I had a few of those. Those were not raw. So I was cheating. Jackfruit seeds. And I made the spread. And what did I put in there? I put some nutritional yeast and coconut oil and that kind of thing. So normally I would have probably done something with cashew seeds, cashew nuts. So, but nevertheless, that was how I have eaten for the past 2 weeks. And as I said, I went deeper with this detox thing. So I avoided, the only thing I was using on my skin was some coconut oil and some jojoba oil, but mostly the coconut oil. I use jojoba oil on my face. So, because I've been told that the coconut oil will clog the pores and I don't want to clog up my pore them. So, I use jojoba on my face, but elsewhere I was using the coconut oil and sometimes I would use the jojoba oil as well. I also was not using deodorant. Yes, people know deodorant. I was using lime. I heard somebody speak about it on YouTube and I decided to try it. People, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it works. I am serious, like no odor for the whole day. Just take the lime. I cut it in quarters because people in Jamaica, you know how the rate of exchange goes, right? So I'm going to talk about the Jamaican cost of 1 dozen limes in the supermarket. I paid $899. So it's now about I think it's now 160 to 1. So I guess that makes it not as bad as it was when it was 150 to 1, but it's still bad. So I cut the lime in 4 and the 1/4 of a lime lasted me for 3 uses. It works. Try it. Now, if the limes are going at $8.99 a dozen though, I'm not so sure if it's going to be saving money, but what it does is to keep you as pure as possible where that is concerned, because anything that is processed that you're buying in the store, them going to put things in there that may not be good for us, yeah? So we stay as pure as possible. So that's what I was doing over the past 2 weeks. Now, here is the biggest and best surprise that I received, which I've been watching a lot of review videos for the Dr. Bobby Price's Detox. And I have not yet seen anyone mention this. Now, I've been struggling with keeping my blood pressure at a good level. And what has been happening for a good while now, in the night, it will be low. And then in the morning, high, like 140 odd over 90 plenty. And there have been times when the bottom figure has been over 100. Well, yes. And my husband is reminding me that I need to let you know that I do exercise, 4 to 5 days per week. So it's not that, I'm not trying. So we've been drinking a lot of Vervine tea. We've been, and just every soursop leaf and the cucumber and coconut water, all these things are supposed to help it, right? But it just has been a struggle. Well, people, when I reach partway through this thing, I realized that my blood pressure was leveling off. The night readings weren't so low as they used to be, and the morning readings were, when I can, in the morning, the best kind of reading I could see is like 135 over 85. That for me would be not bad. But now when I'm getting 115 over 75 and even lower readings, I'm like, wow, for this alone, I would have taken this detox. Now, here's the thing. The $1 million question is, will this last? For how long will my blood pressure be managed? So, I guess we will have to have a part 2, maybe a month down the road, so that we can tell you. Oh, and did I tell you about my weight? When I weighed yesterday morning, I didn't weigh this morning. Was it yesterday morning? I was weighing 138.4. I hope I'm right. And if I'm wrong, I will be trying to put the photos of the scale on the screen so that I can be accurate. You will see the evidence because me to take the picture them as I went on the scale, step off of it, and before it faded, I took the picture. People, here is the thing. I highly recommend this detox. I really do. And I must say that my energy level today, because I'm really supposed to tired, because especially the last 2 nights, I don't know if the tea was stronger than normal or what, but the last 2 nights me hardly sleep because every minute me I get up. It's a joke now in the house. Joanne, where you going? Bathroom. you know, what time is it? After 10, after 11, after 12, after 1. Yeah, like I'd get up 3 or 4 times maybe. So I shouldn't have any energy. But this morning, when I was finished with my exercise routine, I could have gone on another cycle. And I'm normally not a sweater. I don't sweat a lot easily. And this morning, it's like the pores were just opened, and that sweating is one great way. It's a good exit point for toxins, right? So I'm telling you, I really felt very good this morning with all this water rolling off of me. So the energy is there. But yes, 10 pounds, people, in 14 days. I have lost 10 pounds. So, yes, I think I'm going to keep eating almost the way I've been eating. Almost. Because from time to time, I'm going to want some soup. I love soup. Right? But generally speaking, I'm going to maintain a high raw plant-based diet. And is there anything else? I am going to, yes, keep on striving to. And if other people who are eating clean like this are also doing this detox, boy, I would say at least once a year, I would want to do this, clear out my system and start over. If there's anything else I think about, I will just do a follow up. But in the meantime, I'm encouraging you. Remember, our bodies are the temples of the Holy Spirit of the Most High God. And we are to take care of it, you know. He has been so merciful to us. And in response to his mercy towards us, as Paul had said to the Romans, may I beg you now, I am begging you, give your bodies as living sacrifices. So it matters what we do with our bodies. Yeah. All right. I don't know for now, but in about a month at the latest, I will be giving an update on my weight, my blood pressure, my energy levels, and all these wonderful things. All right. If you want to know, today I ended off with a very interesting meal, something with my makeup. I created this thing. It had almonds, flax seeds, tomatoes, green ripe plantains. It had cashew jerk seasoning. Yeah. So if you are interested in me doing a video with that recipe, just drop a comment in the comment section below. And I really do look forward to sharing with you on this topic again. What good and one love.